many years, Kung Fu masters seemed unreachable and their fighting style the most suitable. But Xiaodong got tired of these stories, and so Xiaodong stood against a Kung Fu master. The hype was high, but first the fighters were checked for weapons, so everything would be fair, and then the fight began. The master immediately with his little hands began calling Xiaodong to him. Xiaodong calmly walked up to him, and then the master rushed in with some kind of slapping strikes at Xiaodong, but still showing an aggressive attack. Xiaodong took all his strikes on himself and defended, but the master did not give up, and he continued to land strikes all over Xiaodong's
not doing no damage.
Like lightning and kept going. But then Xiaodong publicly shows that he doesn't care about his strikes and that it's just a massage for him. But the master kept hitting him. And then the first strike from Xiaodong straight to the master. Then the second, and after that, he closed the distance to the master and then threw him like a bag of trash by his face. And
Bro was collecting 0 HP the whole time, and he just
fighters continued again. The master was
took
no
him off
longer
his feet,
the same.
just like
He
that.
started being cautious, and Xiaodong relaxed, walked toward him. But immediately the master launched an aggressive attack, throwing strikes.
Ball up your fist.
And he didn't give up and kept hitting Xiaodong. The master acted extremely cautious around Xiaodong and went into attack again. But Xiaodong quickly grabbed him, but both fighters didn't give up, and the master didn't want to be in the clinch. But then Xiaodong, like trash, throws the master straight toward the spectators. The referee stops him so he wouldn't continue finishing him off. The fighters continued fighting. The master immediately went on the attack as soon as Xiaodong came close. But Xiaodong was chilling. Then the master immediately
just like that.
strike from Xiaodong that
it's
dropped
over,
the master
man.
to the
He's
floor like a matchstick. The referee again didn't allow him to hit a downed opponent, and then the fighters continued again. The master wanted to land his slap, but Xiaodong immediately struck the head and kept pressing him and kept hitting him in the head, not giving the master even a chance for mercy. The master tried to push Xiaodong away, but Xiaodong clung to the master like meat that he had to eat, and Xiaodong continued landing strikes to the head. Then he held the master by the skin and finished him with a knee. Xiaodong already started showing off, but the master still kept fighting. The master immediately threw a kick, but Xiaodong swung a powerful punch, but the master dodged that strike and landed strikes. Then Xiaodong grabbed the master, held him by the t-shirt, and continued dominating the master. But immediately a knee strike landed on him. The master tried to get out of this situation. Xiaodong didn't care. He held him and landed knee strikes, then slammed him straight into a pole. But even after that, the master continued fighting. Blood started flowing from him. Xiaodong slowly walked toward him, and the master was already scared. Then he kept distance with kicks. Xiaodong, like a bulldozer, kept moving forward. But the master
was heavier than you.
Landed strikes too. But Xiaodong aggressively and directly went into a straight aggressive attack, landing strikes to the head. Then again grabbed the master and continued hitting him. The master, like a fish on land, tried to get out. He waved his arms like a windmill and rarely landed strikes. But Xiaodong didn't give a reinforced concrete fuck and continued hitting him like a hammer to the head. After which the master lay on the floor. And after this shameful defeat, opinions about Kung Fu totally changed, and Xiaodong won the fight on Chill and Pleasure.